Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching my videos. Today I would like to introduce to you chinning, a fishing style that I have recently become very addicted to. For the past few years, fishing called chinning has been very popular in Japan, especially in Kansai region starting in Osaka and Kobe, which is Hyogo Prefecture. What is chinning? Have you ever heard of this term? Chinning refers to a lure game in which anglers use lures to catch black sea bream and yellowfin bream, called kurodai and kibire in Japanese. In overseas, it is sometimes called a bream game or simply called a bream fishing. It seems to be very popular in Australia, where tournaments are often held. This is just my opinion, but I would like to explain why chinning is so popular in Japan. I guess there are three main reasons. I will explain one by one. The first reason is that the people who used to fish for bass like me shifted to the bream fishing. And the second reason is that there are black sea bream everywhere, even in urban areas such as Osaka and Tokyo. The number of black sea bream and yellowfin bream has increasing dramatically recently. I guess this is due to the global warming, and there gotta be other factors in the past few years. And third, it is easy. It's a very simple one, right? Related to second reasons, you can catch in your spare time without having to be traveled far. You can fish for an hour before or after work, so it is very easy to access. As for the first reason, I have been bass fishing for more than 20 years. Every year, there are fewer and fewer places to fish, and in addition, it has become harder and harder to catch bass. This is an undeniable fact. It has become quite difficult to catch bass in Lake Biwa, which I used to visit often when I was a student. In fact, in recent bass fishing tournaments, the weigh-in rate is quite low, at the 20% range. At first glance, it seems that quite a lot of bass over 10 pounds are caught. But this is limited to a very small percentage of anglers. When I was a student at Lake Biwa, it was hell easy to catch double-digit numbers during good times of the year. This is becoming more and more difficult, not only in Lake Biwa, but also in bass fishing all over Japan. It is very difficult for beginner fishermen to catch bass easily. In addition, bass are considered harmful fish in Japan, and in many prefectures, including Saitama Prefecture, where I live, it is against the law to move bass while they are alive. Of course, releasing bass is also prohibited. Therefore, it is a fact that I have been fishing for bass with a narrow-minded feeling. Of course, you can fish for bass with impunity in places like Lake Kawaguchi and Lake Nojiri, where I have introduced in my past videos, but that is limited to only a few places in Japan. Therefore, it is no wonder that people who used to fish for bass have shifted to saltwater fishing, and moreover, you can catch black sea bream with a very high probability. If you're a skilled angler, it is possible to hang more than 10 black sea bream in a day. And the second reason why chinning is so popular in Japan right now is that the number of black sea bream and yellowfin bream has increased dramatically in recent years. According to Mr. Kudo of the Kanagawa Prefecture's Fisheries Technology Center, there are two reasons for this. The first reason is that the rise in water temperature during the winter months. Tokyo Bay is the northern limit of the distribution of yellowfin bream, and juvenile fish born in autumn soon face a harsh winter. So overwintering has been a major obstacle to their expansion. However, over the past 30 years, the minimum water temperature and the depth of Tokyo Bay has increased by nearly 1 degree. In addition to the climate warming, human activities has contributed significantly to the rise in the water temperature, including the heat island effect caused by urbanization of the Bay Area. Increased surge due to the increase in the population in the watershed, and increased thermal power generation due to the shutdown of nuclear power plants. Second reason is that the environmental recovery of the river mouths and the brackish water areas. Yellowfin bream prefer lower salt content than black sea bream, and strongly depending on the estuarine and brackish water areas, especially in the juvenile stages. It is thought that the river mouths and brackish waters, where the environment has recovered in recent years, has become a base for the expansion of power. During the 1960s and 1970s, when Tokyo Bay was called the Sea of Death, the environmental degradation of river mouths and brackish water areas were severe. The area was filled with sludge that was filled with hydrogen sulfide and methane gas, and areas of non-living organisms expanded. The whitefish, which made their fish home, became extinct, and the yellowfin bream may have gone extinct at one point as well. The third reason is that it can be easily enjoyed in one's spare time without an expedition. Until now, fishing has not been accessible to those working in urban areas of Tokyo and Osaka, requiring expeditions. However, black sea bream can be easily caught in rivers that run near the workplace or home. As mentioned in the second reason, the number of black sea and yellowfin bream has increased considerably in the past few years, so it is not difficult to catch a few in an hour in the morning before going to work, for example. I also believe that the restriction places on cross-province travel due to the corona disaster have also contributed to the prevalence of the fish. This is my explanation of why chinning has become so popular in Japan right now. Various lure manufacturers are releasing chinning lures and tackles, and there are many videos on the subject. In the next video, I will explain how to fish specifically for chinning. Thank you very much for continuous support. I'll see you next time.